Hi, and welcome back to the vlog. So as you may or may not have seen in the last episode, we actually found work.
We might start as onion pickers.
And while this is definitely a good thing, work itself can be a bit hard, especially when it's like a 10-hour night shift 6 days a week, but first things first. This is where we are working, a company called Southern Packers. And what are they doing there, you might ask? Well, they are grading onions. Hundreds of thousands of onions every day. But what exactly are we doing there? Well, let me explain. And because I'm obviously not allowed to film in there, here's the creative part. Yeah, I'm actually sorry. So imagine a big hall, not this size, but a little bigger. Then imagine a production line. Us and onions, of course. Lots of onions. The task is fairly easy. Depending on the country you're grading for, pick out the damaged skins and the rotten ones. If you got this, just keep doing this for the next 10 hours straight. Oh yeah, and do not forget to also imagine noise, dust, and yeah, forklifts. A lot of forklifts. So, is it bad then? Well, it all depends on your position. Let me get creative here again and show you this beautiful plan of a factory. Yeah, I know, my skills are amazing, I know. So this is the beginning where all the onions come together with stones and a fair bit of dirt. If you're working here, it's actually freaking noisy, but okay, just take out the stones and the rotten ones and you'll be fine. This here is the A line. If you're working here, you fucked up. Because you're supposed to take out all the skinned ones, and there are lots and lots of skinned ones. This right here is the B line. The B line is pretty much the same, just that it's a bit easier because a lot of the skinned ones were actually already sorted out by the A line. Oh yeah, and those things here are the different C lines. At this point, you're once more grading the onions coming from the B line according to the rules that apply for the country you're grading for. It's like B line, but very dependent on the country you're grading for, obviously. If you're grading for Malaysia, for example, you're actually lucky. If you're grading for Europe, yeah, you fucked up. So after all this grading, all the onions end up in bins, and the bins full of onions are actually taken into a big storage room, kind of like Indiana Jones. Of course, we're forklifts. There are forklifts everywhere. And after this, all the bins are actually taken to the final grading line, of course, with a forklift, to ensure the quality, and after that they pack them in bags and then, yeah, ship them around the world. And that's exactly where we come in. So we are grading everything. Sometimes it's really easy, and sometimes, if the other's fucked up, you're actually really stressed out. After this, the onions are filled in bags and ready to go to all over the world. And while all of this does not really sound that bad, trust me, if you're doing anything for like 10 hours a day, you'll be really glad if somebody says, well, time for a smoko, which is actually the word for a small break. And it's even better if you hear them say, well, see you tomorrow. That's usually the time you're happy as fuck, get into your car, listen to some Russian hardstyle music and drive home. Just to get in your freezing cold Airbnb, I mean, yeah, they actually have no idea about isolation. Try to sleep for like 8 hours, staying up at 2 PM, having breakfast and drive to work again at 3:40 and doing it all over again. Except it's Saturday, then you're just happy to have one day off. But then you realize you actually have to buy groceries and wash your stuff and clean up a little and somehow make 3 videos in just one day and are stressed out again. So yeah, that pretty much concludes the review about onion picking. It's noisy, it's dusty, it's physically demanding, it's a night shift, the pay is okay, and you have close to no leisure time. And sometimes you have just seen enough onions and slowly start to go crazy. There are millions of them, millions. But then there are also the positive sides. The people are quite nice, it's a lot better with music, like everything is better with music apparently, and most importantly, it pays the rent. So it's a good job. Yeah, thank you for watching this rather unorganized video, but you know, working 6 days a week and 10 hours a day, the time is a little bit rare. And I actually have to tell you that you will probably not see any vlog on this channel again, or at least not in English. So yeah, but you will see other videos of mine in English, but what's going on with that? You will see another video that's coming in probably a week, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, sorry for all the changes, but it's the last one, I promise, so stay tuned.